About 6 months ago, I made a big old pot of beef barley stew. I use the crock pot for two reasons. One is that it turns the cheapest meat into fall apart tender. Takes a while, 4 or 5 hours, but the meat will be incredible. Usually, I just buy stew meat. But at the grocery store the other night, they only had one package of stew meat left. It was less than a pound, so I also bought a cheap steak and chopped it up. So we've got the meat in here. The meat's been going for a couple of hours. Got to give it a good head start. What's in there so far is the meat, about half an onion, some water, a couple of bouillon cubes, a couple of garlic cloves, and it's on its way. Now we're going to add some stuff to it, and the great thing about stew is you can put pretty much anything in it you want. And in this case, we've got bell pepper, carrot, some celery, not a lot of celery, a little bit adds a really nice little sweetness to it, and baby reds. Great thing about baby reds, you don't have to peel them. They're just ready to go all by themselves. So, everybody, seasoning. I know for sure it's going to need some salt, so we'll toss in a little bit of salt here. With the way I cook, the amount isn't really a critical deal. It's just kind of whatever you got handy. For seasoning, I use Montreal steak, and I use a pretty good fistful of it. We can always add more later if we need it, but that's a good start right there. And that's really not enough water, so we'll give it another few cups of water. Now for the meat, I had it on high heat. That really helps to break down the fiber in the meat, get it tender. We'll give this a good little stir. We're going to set the heat back to low, put the lid back on, and now we sit around and wait for a while. And the last step, we're going to give it 3/4 of a cup of barley. Yeah, looks about right. And we've got the heat turned off. Just going to let it sit there and cool. As always, thank you for watching. Without you, this is nothing. I really need you to be here to make this worth doing. One thing you can do to really help me out is subscribe. When you subscribe, it's free, doesn't cost you anything. I don't get your information. I'm not going to load you up with videos about how to get rich on TikTok. It just tells YouTube that you saw a video and you liked it enough that you'd like to see another one. Subscribing really helps out. So if you don't mind, click on it, and we'll see you in the next video.